Narrator: the 70-year-old company hauls in 140,000 pounds of forest-grown shiitake a year. It starts here, in the forests of the Japanese prefecture of Miyazaki. Farmers use a 1,000-year-old technique to grow the rarest of them all, white flower. Sugimoto Shiitake sells these premium caps for at least $400 per kilogram, but the company says less than 1% of the mushrooms it processes are given that top-tier designation. Forest-grown shiitakes are getting harder to cultivate, and the conditions needed to produce the white flower variety are so specific that even a few drops of rain can ruin them. On top of that, the appetite for all kinds of shiitakes is decreasing in Japan, where they've historically been a staple. That's why Sugimoto and other Japanese companies are increasingly turning to a global market to future-proof their business. So what makes these forest-grown mushrooms so expensive, and can this rare Japanese shiitake make a comeback? 'Cause first, we drill holes in the wood. 'Cause mazu, kini duriru de ana wo akemasu. Then what we call plugs containing shiitake mushroom fungus are placed in the holes. Sugimoto Soshai, Soko and Ikono Shiitake no Kin ga Heida Piragu, Kori wo ana anai iri yakutanen. This process is known as inoculation, and at this stage, there's no telling which sprouts will become white flower shiitake. After 2 years, the shiitake mushrooms can then grow every spring and autumn. Sugimoto Soshai Tenintatara Shiitake Game Toshi Haru to Aki, Hedakuru yo Ni Norimasu. That's how long it takes for the fungus to spread throughout the log and start sprouting harvestable caps. Each log produces mushrooms for about 6 years. Sugimoto the shiitake mushrooms have absorbed all the nutrients. Sugimoto Soshite, Sabit no Ao wo Sutshime Mashida, Nanode Ata Washington, Mo Kuyu Funi Barabaro to Itsuchi and Iket Iku Dake Desu. No Hero Ikeda instead of constantly looking for new material somewhere else. No Hero Ikeda we have continued to cultivate the trees near our own homes, rotating them over time. No Hero Ikeda Genryo, Wo Hoka Kira Sagashite Kuru Yanakut, Yapajibin no Chikaku no Aikera. Ai no Chikaku Kara Zuto Rotishin Shinagra Zuto Kono Seibai Wotsajuki Itaru. This species of tree is not only plentiful, but apparently delicious. Sugimoto the sawtooth oak tree in particular has a sweet sap that produces very tasty and crunchy shiitake mushrooms. Sugimoto de Tokuni Sono Kunigi no Kiti Iu no Washington Amai Juki Womont Iru Node, Haiju and Isono Nanti Iun Deshu, Ano, Ajiwai Gayoku, Shikamo Hagate no Ru Shiitake Gatsukuru Ki Desu. Forest-grown mushrooms are at the top of the shiitake hierarchy. They are more difficult and unpredictable to produce than indoor-grown, which leads to their heftier price tag. Even in the US, the price of forest-grown shiitakes can reach $40 per kilogram, while the price of indoor-grown greenhouse shiitakes is only half of that. Kaifu sao those made from sawdust called mycorrhizal fungi have neither taste nor aroma. Compared to them, log-grown shiitake can be used to get broth, have a good aroma, texture, and are delicious to eat. Kaifuesao tu okakuzudit sakuru yatsu Washington upori iji mo nakaribo kori mo nai ma suida katachi kara iba genboku shitake tuyu no Washington bishimo tormasu shai kori mo ishi shakan mo ishi tabit oishi tuyu noga. Then there are the two main types of shiitake based on their shape. Cause one is called donko shiitake. Donko has thick meat and a firmly rolled edge. Cause the other one is called koshin shiitake. Koshin is very thin and open. The top tier version of donko is called hana donko or white flour. That's the one that fetches that for $100 per kilogram price tag. Kaifuesao ordinary shiitake mushrooms are soft, whereas white flour mushrooms have a crunchy texture, so the sensation of eating them is completely different. No hiro ikeda, the shiitake mushrooms grown on logs, will not sprout if there is not enough rain, even when the season arrives. No hiro ikeda, they will not grow it is cold, or they will grow too large if it rains too much. Cause those made from sawdust called mycorrhizal fungi have neither taste nor aroma. Compared to them, log-grown shiitake can be used to get broth, have a good aroma, texture, and are delicious to eat. Kaifuesao tu okakuzudit sukuru yatsu Washington upari aji mo nakariba kori mo nai ma suida katachi kara iba genboku shiitake tuyu no Washington deshimo tormasu shai kori mo ishi shakan mo ishi tabit oishi tuyu noga. Kasugimoto, the best ones tend to grow in the shade of the log. Where they are not exposed to rain. Kasugimoto dakedo kono ki no kage ni net iru tokoro amga adaranai tokoro I imano ga hederu kodo ga we desu. When they're ready, workers like Nahoko Kai harvest each one by hand. No hiro ikeda, and if you get it into the woods. No hiro ikeda, the logs begin to have mushrooms sprout, and after around 6 years, they're ready to be returned to the earth. No hiro ikeda, so instead of having to go somewhere else and always get new materials, we rotate the wood. No hiro ikeda genryo, wo hoka karasagashite kuru yanakut, yaba jibin no chikaku no aikara, ai no chikaku kara zuto rotation shinagar, zuto kono seibai wo tsujukit itaru. Cause the sawtooth oak tree in particular has a sweet sap that produces very tasty and crunchy shiitake mushrooms. Kasugimoto de Tokuni Sono Kunigi no Kiti Iu no Washington Amai Juki Womot Iru Node Haju and Isono Nanti Ium Deshu Ano Ajiwai Gayoku Shikamo Hagate no Ru Shiitake Gatsukaru Ki Desu. Then there are the two main types of shiitake based on their shape. One is donko shiitake and the other one is koshin shiitake. The top tier version of donko is called hana donko, or white flour, and that's the one that fetches that for $100 per kilogram price tag. Cause one is called donko shiitake. Donko has thick meat and a firmly rolled edge. Cause the other one is called koshin shiitake. Kotion is very thin and open. Kaifuesao ordinary shiitake mushrooms are soft, whereas white flower mushrooms have a crunchy texture, so the sensation of eating them is completely different. Kaifuesao futsu no shiitake gama yawarakai ma ni yawarakai tokoro denpaku Washington korikori shiter shaken ni norimasu node. Otabe zenzen taberu konkaku Washington kawarimasu. The difference between a regular donko and a white flower shiitake comes down to the cap. All donko mushrooms will have distinct cracks, but the pattern on a white flower is more dispersed, like this. Kustato kuni sono kunigi no kiti iu no Washington amai juki womot iru node haiju and isono nanti iun deshu. Ano, aji ga yoku. Shikamo hagate no root shiitake gatsukuru ki desu. But to grow any shiitake this way, conditions have to be perfect. No hiro ikeda I season ga kite mo ga sukunakadara, ano mi gada naitoka, samugatara okiku naranai toka, ga furu takao okiku nar sujiru toka, ma ironatokoro kiritsukai nagara. And white flower caps can't be directly rained on at all. When water gets into those cracks on the surface, it discolors the mushrooms and decreases their value. The best ones tend to grow in the shade of the log, where they are not exposed to rain, Kasugimoto.